Hello, 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 hello. Not sure what happened there with the transitions, but hopefully it has resolved itself. Nonetheless, hi, I'm Mad Geek Tom, and welcome to my stream. Saturday night stream. Normally a little bit more chaotic, but we're doing something real chill tonight because it's Coffee Talk 2. And who knows? I think we only got a couple days left. But considering how slowly I go through these days, seeing as I do all the voices, it might take us still a couple more weeks, maybe until the end of October. So with that being said, I want to get some housekeeping stuff out of the way. But before we do that, I want to talk about how I currently still do not have my hot water just finished. I was gonna say I don't have a cup of tea right now because I just started using my hot water heater and it just now finished heating up the water. So I'm gonna go ahead. I've got my empty mug here. I'm gonna fill this up with some caffeinated tea. I have not had anything caffeinated today. I actually went to bed early because I was like super tired for some reason. So I went to bed and I woke up, my alarm went off, and I'm like, hey, I'm actually up for streaming tonight. Hell yeah. So hopefully it's like that for the next 2 weeks. Third week of October, I will not be streaming because I will probably more than likely be out of town. More than likely. Not 100% sure, but more than likely. And then November is going to be obviously really chaotic. We got both NaNoWriMo and all the holidays in November going on. I've got like 1 day off in like the second week of November, and then of course American Genocide Day. So that's going to be a lot of fun, which I don't really celebrate, but I will take free food if it is given to me. All of that being said, yeah, so November, December I almost never stream those months just because there's so much going on. I'll try to stream at least a couple times in November, but December is not looking too well. Maybe the first weeks of December might be okay, but the last 2 weeks and then going into the new year, probably not happening. There's just so much going on in November, December, and once the new year hits, I'll probably start streaming again, hopefully, with a more consistent schedule. Who knows? My work situation might change, and by that I mean there might be an opportunity at my work to move on to a different position because they just acquired a new company that is unfortunately named, but is making some new medical devices. So we shall see how that plays out. Also, hello Sanix, I saw you popped in the chat right when I started streaming, and you did the duck dance. So, which is funny because I know in the Philippines that's like a very popular dance amongst the kids. So, like I said, give me a second. I am going to go ahead, first off, deactivate my face tracking on my webcam. So, is it tracking? No. Chance is here. And so, yeah, give me 1 second. I'm about to fill this thing up real quick. So, don't mind me. Y'all can still hear me. Hopefully my headphone doesn't get caught on the stupid foot of the desk, so I'll be right back. So in the meantime, we've got a can of A&W, so we'll start with crack this open to start with, and then I'll get through that as the stream goes on. So something good for my throat, maybe lemon. We'll go with lemon tonight, and then I can refill it as time goes on because I have a water heater, which is really nice. So yes, I will be right back. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so this thing is pretty sweet. I don't know if y'all can still hear me. I doubt it, but search through. Oh my goodness. Okay. Jars and jars of leaves. What do we got here? This is no, that's not it either. I need to get a cart for all my tea. There's so much of it. Oh, lemon ginger. Let's say I want something with ginger. What else we got here? Raspberry Royale. That might be a way to go. Now, we'll just leave I love lemon. No, it's a good mainstay. Never bad. Never bad. Yeah, so sorry y'all. I don't know if y'all can actually hear me. Just realized it's a little loud. 1 second. Getting tea. If you're wondering. Hell yeah. That thing is sweet. So it's a Panasonic. Water heater. And it's nice because it doesn't use, it's not like the pump ones where you have to pump it. This one has a button that just says dispenser. You just hold it down and the water comes out. It's really nice. And water's nice and hot. Great for herbal tea. So I went ahead with I Love Lemon because anything that I'm going to use my voice a lot for. So any game that I stream that I do the voices for, I definitely prefer to use any sort of lemon tea. And you know what? Seeing as I don't have face cam, I'm also just going to lock my camera in place. That way when I walk, in case I want to get another refill, the camera won't try to track me. So that's always good. All right. So we'll just set this as is, and let's go ahead and we'll dive right in, shall we? We'll crack open my A&W. When was the last time I had A&W? I don't even remember. I always get like the premium, like 1919. I won't say A&W is great. But the nice about A&W is that it's a great foundation for root beer float. I think it's amazing for root beer float. You get some like New York vanilla ice cream, a couple scoops of that, and a 12-ounce can, and you put it in a Stein mug. Hell yeah! Get yourself a nice long spoon and a straw. It's the shit. But yeah, that's the thing about A&W. A&W is a great float root beer. On its own, is inoffensive. It's good. It's not great. But like I'm a big fan of like the small batches anyway, like IBC, Not Your Dad's Root Beer, Killer Brew, which is kind of a local one here. Lift Bridge is another one that's local to here. 1919, the 1919 Tall Boys are always great. A little pricey, but they're amazing. I love the 1919 Tall Boys. It's just finding them at a good price is the hard part, because like they'll sell at some places for like a 12-pack for the Tall Boys. It's like $20. Like that's not cheap. But there are some spots where you can get them for like 12, like a buck a can, which a buck a can for Tall Boys is crazy. Regardless of the drink, unless it's Arizona. So like, and the funny thing about it is that even Arizona, like, you buy like Arizona in bulk, it's cheaper than buying the individual cans, and the cans are already cheap to begin with. Like Arizona, a buck a can or 99 cents a can for Arizona, like. Talk about like there's a term for it. I forgot what the term is, but it's something like big losses or loss, something like that. Which to me is cool because like, hey, you know, as a consumer who likes Arizona, and you know, Arizona makes some good stuff. I prefer their sparkling line, like their lime Ricky. Oh, their lime Ricky is so good. The cherry limeade. Oh my goodness. Because it's not only is it like cherry limeade is like rare to get in a can to begin with, but Arizona's also is sparkling. So like it's I love sparkling anything. Like I moved to sparkling water and seltzer water instead of soda because it's, you know, it's healthier. And so you know, I have my brands. I'm not a big fan of. I used to like LaCroix. Don't like it as much now because there's better companies like Bubbly, a little bit of the Bubbly, is I think a better brand. Polar I think is a better brand. Let's not forget your two premium brands, Perrier and San Pellegrino, which they do when you get them in cans. They do more with the sparkling juice than the seltzer water. At least for San Pellegrino, Perrier you can buy the cans, but the thing I don't like about either of those brands is they do the little skinny cans. I hate the skinny cans. Unless it's a Celsius, I don't like drinking from skinny cans because I feel like I'm getting ripped off, right? Like fuck off with your little skinny can bullshit. So yeah. So obviously as I can say, I like Tall Boys. Liquid Death, love me Liquid Death. Liquid Death Sparkling. I think my favorite is the Severed Lime. Like the standard one, I'm not. Yeah, it's whatever. But the flavor, like the Severed Lime, is really good. I think I'm not a big fan of berry. I don't like much that is like. I don't like a whole lot that's berry flavored. I think the melon is good. But what's there's another flavor of Liquid Death Sparkling that I like besides the lime. I'm trying to remember what it was. Hold on, let me look it up real quick. Liquid Death. I'm trying to think. Flavored sparkling. Oh wait, I think I saw it. Oh shit, they got cider. Oh, they got a bunch of new ones. All right, so let's see. I haven't had the cherry yet. They got some good ones, yeah. Lime, oh, the mango. It's the mango and the lime ones are good. But they got these new ones. Oh, the cider sounds fire though. Oh my goodness, the cider. Oh, I'm probably gonna pick that up next payday. Holy shit. And their iced teas are pretty good too. I've had the Grim Leafer, which is their standard green, and then the Rest in Peach, which is they're both pretty good. They're not like great, but I would imagine like the Blueberry Buzzsaw, which I think is one of the newer ones, might be really good. Walmart exclusive. Oh man, limited edition. Oh, that's some bullshit. All right, yeah, whatever. So, we shall see. All right, so I'm gonna take a moment before we dive back in to scratch an unfortunate itch. 1 second. This is not something I would do on camera. Don't worry, it's not anything that is NSFW. It's just that not something I can show on stream though. Okay. Just listen to the Coffee Talk 2 soundtrack though. The main menu music, like, because I think about this and I also think about VA11 Hall A, which is waifu bartender simulator, and the waifu are strong in VA11 Hall A, but so is the misogyny. I forgot that one guy's name in VA11 Hall A who's constantly makes comments about female characters' bodies and kind of drives me nuts. Like, bro, you come off as a creep. And then there's a guy who's just kind of an asshole, but you know how it is. V11 Hall A is about a cyberpunk bar. Bars are not the happiest places, so You know, not that I necessarily let it slide, but you know, par for the course when you work at a bar is you find those assholes who are just there for a drink. But the funny thing is that, like, so Copy Talk compared to VA11 Hall A, there's like actual stakes in VA11 Hall A. Like character decisions, like the decisions you make as Jill have consequences. So I just gotta make sure that when I play it, I don't get the bad ending. Because the thing about VA11 Hall A is because the bad ending, it locks you up from the other endings. Yeah, it has multiple endings. So yeah. Another thing is that's another game I would not want to play unless I'm high, just because the game is just so silly and the dialogue and stuff. But nonetheless, let's go ahead. A&W. Sounded like my voice got deeper. World Golden Coaches Center grand opening to be held in Bhutan. Lunar cell panel prototype ready for first test. Newcomer progressive Elven metal band Avatar tops U.S. music chart. Okay, first off, prog Elven metal band sounds amazing, right? Like, that sounds like the shit I would find on YouTube at like 3 a.m. when I'm just like searching around and I'm like, yo, this is pretty dope. Like, prog Elven metal band. That sounds so amazing. Sorry, I'm scratching another itch. Also, I'd like to point out I have beaten Sniper Elite 5. Yeah, I played it on Sniper Elite difficulty, so I got the gold medal beating all the missions. And yeah, that's not a game I want on 100%. It's a little too much to try to 100% that game. All right, let's do this. Start of the day. All right, what do we got on the phone here on Tomori Chill? You know, there's no Freya. I miss Freya. Hey, Lucas. Got an orc and a golem. Don't know what that is. Wonder if he's the manager. Riona. Taking it easy day because self-care is important. Don't forget to take good rest once in a while to everyone. I still want that jacket. Oh my goodness. Ooh. You ever heard a story that wows you so you try to go for your dreams because you're so inspired to do something or anything? Yeah, I've been on Reddit. Huh. There's more stuff in the drawer yesterday. I might misremember. What the fuck? Something is missing. All the ingredients are stocked up, and the weather's keeping quiet. Looks like a good night to listen to some stories. Jiggle jangle. Gala and Hyde. Hello, gentlemen. Oh, let me make sure I got the...
Is this the right one?
Yeah. Okay. Good evening, Mr. Hyde, Mr. Gala. Nice to see you too. How'd it go to the hospital today?
Well, now hold on. His voice is a little too rich. There we go. A little bit better. It was fine, except I was a little exhausted.
Goodness, are you having issues with the children again?
No, that's not it. It's just... Well, for starters, my Furies give me a hard time.
Your Fury? Is it the full moon already?
Nope, but I sometimes get pre-Fury symptoms.
Pre-Fury symptoms?
Yeah, it's a common thing for werewolves. A few days before the full moon, our bodies start to prepare for Fury, and that changes the way we react to pretty much everything. Symptoms vary depending on who you ask, but it can affect our muscles, our appetite, our energy levels. It can give us headaches and a lot of other stuff. Small, but annoying.
That doesn't sound pleasant.
No, to be honest, it's not great. For me, I've been feeling pretty sore and more tired than usual. And a bit crankier as well.
Awkward. Is there a drink that can help you with that?
I never found one, but if anyone could come up with it, it's you, Tom Red.
Since a Galahad can soothe your Fury, maybe it should work P-Fury as well?
Maybe. But I think it need to be more relaxing. Like a Galahad, but with no caffeine. And maybe blue.
I think... I remember there's a Gala something. Gala tea. There it is. Blue pea, milk, and ginger. The Gala tea. Serve it. Here you go, a Gala tea for you.
Do you come up with these names on the spot, Tom Red?
No, it takes a bit of soul searching to tailor it to the situation and so on.
It almost makes it sound like you know in advance what we're going to order.
Maybe. Call it a sixth sense. Right. Oh.
Right. Let's see how your sixth sense tastes. Whew. Wow, this is excellent. Exactly what I needed.
Very happy to hear that. What's the long looks, you two? Something happened?
Actually, Tom Red, guess I'll just come out with it. I need your help.
My help? Come on, it wasn't that bad.
No, I was so tired today I nearly fell asleep on the job. But most importantly, it's not good for you. Moping around, sulking, refusing to look at solutions. I've never seen you like this, and I'm getting worried.
There's nothing to worry about.
You say that, but then you spend entire nights looking miserable. No advice I come up with is good enough. And Hyde, I'm barely keeping it together as it is. You should know by now I feel when Fury's about to hit.
I take it you two ended up chatting yesterday after all?
You bet we did. After I walked out of here, I headed home and found this one lying on the sofa, staring at the ceiling. Looking so gloomy, it sucked the color out of the room. And it's not the first time either. It's a constant these days. Please help me help him, Tom Red. I'm at my wit's end.
Mr. Hyde? Fine. The truth is, I'm bored to death. Or I would be if it wasn't for the whole immortality thing. I'm nearing 40 years old. And I've never been this bored in my time. Now, hold on a second. You're immortal. How does the 40... Because you've been around a while. How does the... Hold on. Interesting. You usually make it sound like you're much older. Yeah, so how does that compare to human years? 40 years in vampire years. I'm not saying how old that is in other species years.
Eyes on the prize, Comrade. Intervention first, gossip later.
My apologies. Why are you so bored, Mr. Hyde? My job. What was that? My job.
Hey, no need to shout.
I'm not so irritated about it, okay? Not exactly used to sitting around twiddling my thumbs. But not only stopped being fun ages ago. You didn't mention something like that last time. You are trying to leave modeling behind then. Yeah. Is there a specific reason for that? It's all just so brief. Back when I started modeling, people thought of fashion in a different way. They wanted to keep their outfits for a while. So they had to be elegant, well-made, and versatile. Some campaigns that I featured in stayed on billboards for months. And I knew the clothes would last decades. In a way, it felt like I was building a bond with their wearers. I entered something that would feature in their cherished memories. But then social media came and it all became disposable. Man, I hate that shit too. I remember clothes used to last a lot longer. And this is coming from a guy who, like, I wear, like, tactical clothing and work clothes because of their durability. And, yeah, even they've started tanking pretty bad recently. The clothes themselves, of course, but the models even more. I shoot a campaign, the band posts online and gets the attention of, for what, 10 minutes? Then the campaign comes in and everything's forgotten. Blink and it's gone. There's no bond to be built there. Isn't that changing these days, though? With slow fashion and the like? That's true, and people are getting into vintage clothes, too, thank God. I salute that. But the reality of my job remains the same.
What about your fans? You have so many people following you.
You mentioned that last night, and my answer hasn't changed. They follow me because they think I'm pretty. Being admired is nice, but it doesn't constitute a bond. So are you saying that you'd like to leave more of a mark? Maybe so. It would be nice if I did something that people remembered. That became part of their lives in a real way.
You do know you have people in your life in a real way, right? People who always remember you.
That's not the same thing.
Maybe you should study to become a doctor or something. That would make a real difference.
No, thank you. The job still needs to be fun. Studying for 10 years just to exhaust myself in 14-hour shifts. Did you mistake me for a hardworking vampire?
Do you see what I'm dealing with, Comrade?
It does seem to be a thorny issue. Perhaps you'd like to mull it over with a drink in hand, Mr. Hyde. Yeah, that sounds good. Just maybe something I like. Anything you've seen me enjoy recently or when we first met. Now, I'm trying to remember. I don't want to pull up the guide because I feel like... Gala, holding a kitten. Oh, right, brewpad. It's Bissap, isn't it? Damn it. Sajaheza Brook is one of them. Coffee, ginger. Yeah, fuck it. Oh shit, I just realized I missed the Damn, I might have to... Alright, so we might have to really quickly come back through once we beat the game and do a second playthrough where I knock out all the items. Because I did mess up a few. Alright, yeah, so there's a few things. Turn on Autotune. Damn it! Oh, man. Alright, here we go. Hey. Hey, it doesn't sound like shit this time. Alright.
Cool.
Alright, so now the Autotune is on, I can't use any other effects. So, yeah. And like I said, it sounds much better now. We'll turn on the reverb, there's too much of it. But hey, oh, all right, let's do this. I was looking up a guide. Sorry, it took me a second. Yeah, sounds better than the fucking chipmunk I had last time. In any case, here you go, Mr. Hyde. You seem to like this well enough. Hey. Nice, comrade. And you lost your bet, Hyde. Where'd all the shit go? There was shit in the drawer. It's gone now. I bet. When Hyde was wallowing in self-pity yesterday, I told him many people cared about him. And I bet you could remember what he liked even if he gave you no instructions. So now I get to say that I was right. And Hyde gets to buy me dinner. Don't talk about food. I am really hungry right now. Legit. And a place of my choosing. You're going to pick that horrible steakhouse again, aren't you? You know it. Have you won other bets? Have you won other bets in the past, Mr. Gala? Let's see. You say it, Hyde. All right, I think that's the end of the A&W. Oh. All right. He's won every single one of the bets we've ever made. Wow. Yeah, I'm this close to being, it'll put just a tiny bit of reverb. It sounds, reverb and Autotune, they kind of go well together. Yeah, I'm this close to being able to buy a new TV with the money I'm saving on food. Just rub it in my face, why don't you? Jingle jangle. Is that Lula? It is. I heard the clicking near the heels. Oh, hi, everyone. Hey, Lula. Hi, Lula. Busy night, I see. Hi, Miss Lula. Busy and lively, just the way we like it. That's good. And I'm really glad you're here, Hyde. I wanted to apologize for the other night. I was so excited to see you, especially since it had been a while. But we ended up fighting with Bailey's instead. It's funny because, like, every time she says Bailey's, my brain just automatically goes to the cream liqueur, the Irish, Bailey's Irish cream whiskey. Every time. Every fucking time. You must be getting bored of our arguments. It's alright. They're kind of fun to watch. How were things with you two, by the way? Hey guys, up. Hide. The fact that I've been Bloodsoa for 10 years now. Wow. Just let me order before I answer. That's alright, Tom Rad. Of course. What'd you like? Spent the whole day talking, meetings, and presentations. Still have a bit of a sore throat. Is there anything you recommend for that? Definitely something with lemon and honey. Sounds great. Have a lemon and honey drink then, please. So I know we've got a... I'm just hearing the Autotune. It's actually working really well, and it makes me happy. Lemon and honey. We could do the cough syrup, which might help. Fuck it. Green tea, lemon and honey. We got you some cough syrup coming up. Hey. Cough syrup. Serve it. Here you go, some honey to soothe, some lemon to boost the recovery. Thanks, Dr. What a name. Dr. Tom Red. Sorry, so I finished my A&W. I'm about to crack into my tea now, but it's still quite hot. The thing about using the Yetis is they are very, very good at keeping hot drinks hot and cold drinks cold. So if you give me 1 second, I'm going to pull the tea bag out, and you know what? I'm going to save it. Because one of the things that people don't realize is that you can brew tea bags more than once. The downside is that as you do that, the flavor gets reduced in strength, but it allows you to brew more than once, which is nice. So we'll save the tea bag for a second cup once this one is done. I'm going to keep the lid off because it's still steaming, so I might as well just... I am in awe of my water heater. It's so weird that it's in the zone to start using it, but the main reason is, guys, I put it on top of my mini fridge, and I don't want it in a position where it could ruin my mini fridge by getting water on it. So I waited to get a tray that I could put on top of the mini fridge, and so now it's sitting on top of the tray, which is kind of nice. So, but I think I'm gonna end up having to get anyways. I'm probably gonna have to get a cart to hold all my tea because I have so much of it. Just like a mini, maybe from IKEA, like a little rolling cart that has all my tea and shit, all my hot beverage shit on it, and then just be able to cart that and wheel that shit around. All right. This is truly lovely, just what I needed. That's great to hear. My company's trying to get a big contract, so I've been organizing meetings with everyone, making sure it's all going according to plan. That sounds pretty tough. Yeah, it's a lot of responsibilities and decision making. Ooh. And part of me likes that, but part of me feels the pressure of it. So it's nice to be able to unwind with a warm cup. Anyhow, to answer your earlier question, Gala, you probably gathered that Bay and I have been fighting. Yeah, and Hyde told me a little bit about it too. Right, well, we haven't discussed the wedding for the past couple of days. And honestly, it's done me a lot of good. The thing is, I know Bay means well. He just suggests all these things that he thinks I'd like. And I should like them. He's paying attention, not just sending random ideas. I should be grateful that he's trying to please me. But I get annoyed instead. Then I start feeling guilty that I'm annoyed. Which makes me even more annoyed. It's a vicious cycle. It's not great, I know. Well, it'd be easier if we always acted rationally. If only we got annoyed at the right people for the right reasons. But things aren't that simple, are they? That's true. Although I guess if we figured out what actually annoys you, it would help. That's the problem. I'm not sure. At first I thought I was tired or worried. The decision making in my job is taking a toll for sure. It's been hard for me to also deal with organizing things in my personal life. Also, the financial side of it is hard to navigate. I don't want Bay to spend too much money, but he's right that involving my family comes with strings attached. I'm not sure how to avoid that though. But I'm realizing that might even be the main issue. The more he sends me links to venues and caterers, the more it all feels wrong to me. Huh. I don't mean the wedding itself. I want to get married to Bay. But the way we're planning it, I don't know. I've been to my friends' weddings before. I've also been browsing the most popular wedding pictures online. There's always these big parties, very put together, very classy. They have their whole families over, their friends and colleagues. They rent these beautiful barns and they hire live bands. Yeah, about the live band thing. Yeah, my dad just played a wedding and oh boy, that didn't go well. Thankfully, it was not a fault of the band. But unfortunately, it was the guy who led the band. It was his daughter, and people walked out before they even got on stage, and it was an unmitigated disaster, and I felt bad. Not so much for my dad, but for the guy because I've known the guy for so long. But nonetheless, shit went down. And it wasn't pretty. They wear designer dresses and bespoke suits. I used to look at that and think, this is great, this is what I want. But now it all just feels more and more off to me. Why don't you tell your fiancé that? What if he thinks I'm getting cold feet? Or that I'm questioning his ability to help with the budget? That's not how you communicate it, isn't it? Right, but it's still a difficult topic. We went through so much, you all know that. This is supposed to be a special day, a way to celebrate our partnership. Bay wants to honor that. Every time I look at Bay, I think Bai because of the drink Bai. There's a drink called Bai. It's one of the many health quote unquote health drinks, or iced tea drinks, which are actually not bad. I like their teas; they're pretty good. Caffeinated drinks as well, because they don't put. Even though I drink Celsius, they don't put anywhere near as much caffeine as in Celsius. Like in Celsius, the skinny cans have 200 milligrams, and the fucking tall boys have 300. That is not a small amount of caffeine. To put that in perspective, 400 milligrams is the maximum recommended for human consumption. So, in a 24-hour period. So, just to give you an idea how much caffeine that is. Like one can it's half your caffeine intake for the day. Or if you get the tall boy, it's 75%, almost in one go. Anyways, Bane wants out of that. He'll feel awful if he thinks I don't, or if he thinks I don't trust him. I swear, you and your elf are well matched. You always worry so much what others think. Instead of working out your own wants and needs, you do realize that's the important bit, right? I mean, generally, yes, I get that, but how does it apply here? What do you think it means to honor your partnership? To celebrate it properly, for starters? Right. And who are you in that partnership with? What a description. I believe you've met him, the blonde guy with the puppy eyes. Right. I'm glad you remember that, because you were making it sound like you were in a relationship with your friends who got married. And the strangers who put wedding pictures online. This is your relationship you're celebrating. Why are you so concerned with other people's weddings? Your special day needs to make sense to the two of you. Have it in trainers at a fast food joint if that's what you like. I mean, I've heard stories of Waffle House weddings. Not that I would ever do that. Like, I'm trashy and tacky as shit, but even I wouldn't stoop that low. That way you can also take the budget out of the equation. A simpler wedding won't feel shabby if you make it feel properly yours. I still want a pretty outfit and decent food. I mean, yeah. By the way, life hack. If you have Asian friends who like to cook, or Asian friends who have a good relationship with their moms, ask them to see if they would be willing to make food for your wedding. Also, if you have friends who have a black grandma, or any grandma really, that likes to cook, ask them, because you bet your ass grandmas know how to make hella food, especially if they're from the South. Thank goodness. But point well taken. It's just, my family might have certain expectations. Did they openly say that? No. Then maybe they do, or maybe you just think they do. The only way to find out is to talk to them. Besides, isn't Bailey's also about to become someone let's start over. Besides, isn't Bailey's also about to become your family? You sure are the only family he's got. I'm not saying to just invite everyone or to fight with him or anything, but you shouldn't put their needs above your own. I really shouldn't, should I? Damn right. And you bet your ass, and this is a big if I ever get married, fuck traditional weddings. I hate the idea of a traditional wedding. Like, fuck that shit. You've given me food for thought. Thanks, Hyde. My pleasure. Amazing how you perk up when you give people advice, Hyde. Maybe you should become a therapist. Gee, thanks for the vote of confidence. I did say I might become a couples counselor, but I agree with all. Yeah, I agree with what you all implied. I don't think I'm quite tactful enough for that. Are you looking to change careers, Hyde? He's bored of modeling. Finds it too impermanent, wants to leave a mark, wants to have fun. Just a very quick summary. Oh, I see. Well, is there any way you can make modeling fun again? I don't think so. Last time I had proper fun was maybe 20 years ago. What happened then? I was modeling a capsule collection for a young designer. Oh, and she wanted to take her on pictures. She got a studio, looked the outfits there, found someone to do the makeup, and she whipped out an old film camera, a proper relic. I haven't seen one like it since the 60s. My granddad has an old black and silver camera with 2 lenses. Was it something like that? Yep, exactly like that. She said she preferred it because of the way it captured the light. And that's because it was a slower experience. Dude! Should be a photographer. Something that would allow us to connect more. At first, I didn't think much of it. I was doing the usual posing, switching, posing some more. But something felt different. Then I realized what it was. Most of the time, we were just talking. She only took a picture once in a few minutes, if that. Is that unusual? Yep, most fashion photographers take dozens of pictures in a row. That is why burst shooting is a thing. You just hold the shutter button down and it just takes a bunch of pictures back to back. I felt a bit sorry for her, to be honest. I thought she didn't know what she was doing and that she was wasting her money. But we had a great time and we got kind of friendly, I guess. Because at the end of it, she let me use up the remaining exposures. I fooled around, shot some random stuff and one portrait of her. Then she suggested I come with her to her dark room. This sounds really... Watch how she developed the pictures and how they came out. You did always have a fondness for dark places. Comes to the territory. But as for the pictures, well, they were gorgeous. First of all, I looked really like me, you know? A me I could recognize. But that's not even what stuck with me the most. It's the care she put into processing each frame, working each picture through the chemical baths, hanging them, drying them. It was like watching a magic ritual. I mean, photo paper is kind of magical. Like, I've done that before. Like, developing pictures. It's awesome. Like, seriously. The downside is the chemicals you work with tend to be pretty harsh. So, exposure and shit's not great. But the whole process of developing pictures the old-fashioned way, like, that's really, you know, I almost want to go back. Hearing that almost makes me want to go back to old film cameras, photography, you know, being able to develop pictures and shit like that. Oh, that'd be cool. But at the same time, that sounds like something I'd only be interested in for probably a short while compared to some other things. And her portrait. When she saw it, she got a bit emotional. She said she was used to being on the other side of the camera, and it was the first time she relooked the portrait someone took of her. I'm in a weird place these days. It's not like me to tell these kinds of tales. Or to launch into soppy monologues, really. Just forget it. Dude! Vintage photography. Do it. Do it. Also, I don't know, chat. It's funny that I have Autotune on. Because this reminds me of the Skyrim mod, the bear mod. I'm a bear. Rawr. Rawr. I'm a bear. It's weird how I can actually do that now. I never thought, like, now, to be very, very clear, right? I am not a big fan of the way my voice sounds with Autotune. Especially from a music standpoint. My voice has a little bit too much rasp in it. I don't sound like Future. Like, for example, if I were doing Future's verse from King's Dead, what is it? How does this verse go? I put a rollie in my wrist and I freaked it. I got an 83 Cutlass for the weekend. I'm trying to remember how the verse goes. It's been a while. Hold on, let me look up the lyrics. I just want to see. Also, yeah, if you're wondering if I'm a Kendrick Lamar fan, I am indeed a Kendrick Lamar fan. Not a hardcore fan, though, because like, the thing about Kendrick is that as much as I love his style, he's so esoteric lyrically that he's hard to listen to unless I'm really, really paying attention. Granted, Not Like Us is not like that type of song. Bought an 83 Cutlass for the weekend. Got 100,000, then I freaked it. I made 500,000, then I freaked it. I put a Rolls Royce on my wrist, oh yeah. Fuck his baby mama trying to sneak this. I took her to my penthouse and I freaked it. I haven't made my mind up, should I keep it? I got big dog status, ain't no secret. La-di-da-di-da. La-di-da-di-da. Sob on me now. Pass me some syrup. Fuck me in the car. La-di-da-di-da. Motherfuck the law. Chitty chitty bang. Murder everything. Bitch, I'm on a roll and I put that on the game. Damn, and then I'm looking at like Kendrick's verse, and I'm just like, holy shit. I think my tea is cool enough to drink now, so let me take a sip. Oh, I love lemon tea. Any tea with lemon in it. Oh my goodness. It hits me, and it hits my throat. And all of a sudden my throat's just like, bruh. Rawr. Alright. Now I think it's a beautiful story. And it gives me an idea, I think, of another career for you. Please share, Lua. You'll be doing both of us a solid. Go on, then. Well, maybe it's because I've looked at so many of them recently. But apparently, film is making a big comeback for wedding pictures. Is what you said, it captures the light beautifully. And it's a more personal, slower approach. I will agree. Film does have that unique... I wouldn't necessarily say it's better, but it has, like, when you look at, like, pictures developed from film versus digital pictures that are printed on the photo paper, like, something from, like, out of, like, an Epson, like, printer, like, really nice, because like, Epson makes really good printers, right? Unlike HP. Anyways, when I think about film and developing pictures, there's, like, a unique... I guess feel or look to like pictures from film cameras, especially from an SLR camera, not like a cheap disposable, but like an SLR, even like the vintage cameras, even Polaroids, or Instamax now, because Polaroid is a company as long as it's been out of business. So that like the new Instamax cameras that can print the film or to print the pictures. They look very different than digital photography when, even if it's printed onto traditional photo medium like photo paper and stuff like that. And there's something about the digital photos when you look at them when they print. It's not that they look artificial, but it's almost like they look too clean. Like if you ever notice, right, most movies when they are when movies are played, they are generally at 24 frames a second. And then if you look at American TV, it's at 30 frames a second. In Europe, you get PAL, which is 50 frames per second. And then sporting events, usually in the U.S. anyway, sporting events are broadcast usually in 60 frames per second. And then, of course, you get into gaming and you get, like, monitors can do, like, way above 120. There's like a 144 and higher. And the thing is, even though you cannot discern individual frames beyond 24 frames per second, you can definitely see that there's a difference. When you watch a sporting event, as an example, right? Say you're watching a football game, an NFL game, which broadcasts at 60 hertz. You can see everything. You can see all the details. There's no motion blur. Everything is crisp. It's clear. But it also looks kind of fake in a way. I get a similar thing with, like, digital photography. It almost looks too clean. Like, film almost has, like, a soft edge to it in a sense. And even when you look at like a good narrow field of focus picture from a DSLR, right? Where you get, like, you see something, but, like, the background is blurry, like a proper, like, well-focused portrait where you are trying to focus on one specific thing, and everything around it is blurry. Even when you look at it from, like, on a digital photo versus, like, a film, there's something about the film version of a picture that makes it feel, I wouldn't say more authentic. It feels more natural. That's the word. It feels more natural, which is incredible. And so the idea that, like, taking vintage cameras and then developing the film and stuff like that actually legit sounds fun. Yeah. Now that I think about it, the more I think about it, the more fun I feel like I'd have doing it. But just the idea of putting the money to get all that stuff is just not necessarily worth it to me, at least at this point in time. Rather focus on the music right now. Maybe you could try that. Who, me? No, the other vampire who's looking for a new line of work. So sarcastic. I think you've got the wrong guy here, Lua. I know I'm disgustingly sentimental these days, but I'm not that far gone. Attending one wedding gives me cavities, let alone several per month. Ah, well, forget about it then. No, don't forget about it at all. It'll be perfect for you. Come on, Hyde. I know you like to play strong and sarcastic, but you are sentimental. And you love to chat people up. You'd solve all the bridesmaids' drama and offend the parents. But most importantly, you do something for these people they'll never forget. They'll look at your pics their whole lives. If that's not leaving a mark, I don't know what is. You're assuming they won't get divorced. I don't know if this is the right topic for Miss Lua. It's alright, I know some marriages end in divorce, but that doesn't change anything, does it? Whether a marriage lasts for a few months or several decades, the wedding is still an unforgettable moment in someone's life. Yep. And usually a stressful one. I've heard stories that one of the things you should never ever do is get married, move to someplace you have never been, and change jobs all within a month of each other. Because apparently the stress levels are actually high enough to kill you if you do all three of those so close together. That career in the mafia is really looking up. You're hopeless. I've fallen asleep on my chair now, so I'm going to head back. Do whatever you want, you thick-skulled vampire. Just don't stay out too late, okay? Yeah, alright. That's my cue as well. I have some thinking to do. And maybe some talking. Thanks again, Hyde. And good luck. Hope your next adventure is a good one. It will be. Oh, the only thing that'll make this honey? This lemon better is bad honey. Good night, Lua. Good night, Comrade. See you later. Good night, you two. Off they go. Here we go again. Last one sitting. Indeed, proper night owls. You didn't say anything about that wedding photographer's idea. It's ridiculous, right? That's not for me to say, but I wouldn't call it ridiculous. Sounds like you enjoyed the whole film photography experience. And you do like being around people, don't you? I do sometimes, but I'm not a romantic. People get married, they think they're taking your first step into forever. Well, there's no such thing as forever. Everyone ends up disappointed in some way, and then, next thing you know, I don't want to sound too depressing. So, you don't believe in love? Of course I do, but only in a certain kind. You can choose to keep supporting someone, to enjoy their company. You can do that for years with friends, family, lovers. But at the end of the day, you're still you, a separate person. And they're still them. There's no two souls becoming one. Not really. I know, the one time I tried, it didn't really work out. Do you regret trying? No, I guess I don't. It confirmed for me that marriage and the like is never going to be my thing. And there's freedom in knowing that about myself. It's given me space to build better relationships that work better. But at the same time, when I see people who truly believe it, people who walk into it willing to share their lives so closely, even if for most of them it won't pan out, there's something beautiful there. Like watching a butterfly fly too close to a flame, or a flower bloom like it will never wilt. Well, in my case, I singed off my wings, but I'm still here. And on that day, for that minute when I said we'd be together forever and meant it, I sure felt alive. If you know all that, then you must also know that it's something worth celebrating. And something worth helping other people celebrate. You're a tipsy one, Comrade, and I'm too tired to fight your logic, which means it's time for me to head back. Of course, Mr. Hyde, and I meant to say, I appreciate our one-on-one chats. Hope we can keep providing you with a comfortable space here. Oh, it's pretty comfortable, for sure. Besides, well... she speaks French. Freaking Lucas. Guess where I am, because I sure as hell don't know. He's a funny dude, is Lucas. It all boils down to this, doesn't it? The way time passes for me is very different from anyone else I know. Thank goodness, Gala is from a long living species. But even then, he'll grow old before I do eventually. The world will change 100 times, technologies will die out, new technologies will come. I definitely don't look forward to that. I will feel again the way I feel now in a century, maybe two. And Lou and Gala won't be around to give me advice. The world won't wait for me. But you will, am I right? Huh? You know, don't you, Mr. Hyde? It's very perceptive. Hey, you've grown to know me quite well. It's only fair I know you a little in return. I suppose that's true. So anyway, I'm looking forward to that. To continuing our story. It's nice to know that no matter how much time passes, there's always going to be someone here rooting for me. Thank you for your trust, Mr. Hyde. We will make sure it's not misplaced. I know you will. And on that note, guess we're going to go browse for some film cameras. Oh, Riona. What's the worst thing? Now I'm starting to be like, I wonder if I should get back into film cameras. Indeed. Take care of yourself, friend. And you as well. Chicka jangle, chicka jangle. The world won't wait for you, Mr. Hine. But some of us will. Being busy. And I think you're a companion during those late night working hours. Alright, is this day 9? 9 days? Thursday, September 28th, 2023. Robots asked to give ultimate advice. Oh no. Elven burnout is real. Here's how to avoid it. New image recognition tech confuses gnomes with dwarves. A review. Damn it! This reminds me of when fucking Amazon was trying to use the facial recognition and could not discern between different black and Asian faces. Jigga jangle. Hold on. What new notifications are on my phone? Who? No delivery today. Will resume tomorrow. Myrtle. Just spent almost 2 hours checking on the mobile games in the App Store. The amount of copycat games is just staggering. Top of the morning into the hungover but feeling awesome. Girl always has her secrets. Good evening. Georgie! Officer, welcome. Hey, Comrade. How are you doing? Officer? Oh. Sorry. My mind is kind of elsewhere right now. No worries. Work issues? What else? I'm all ears if you want to chat. You're a pal. I'm in a real bind, Comrade. What happened? Well, never ending workplace issues aside. Things are getting weird about a minute, and I'm feeling out of my depth. Talk about your recent patrols? Yeah. I've been analyzing the CCTV footage the last couple of days. Oh, I see. How'd that go? Cameras managed to capture anything? Yes and no. Infrared's caught a couple of blurry things. They ran off, turned a corner, and disappeared. Could have been anything like rats or cats, but neither fits with what I heard on the scene. Footsteps, the laughter. Come to think of it, it sounded more like giggles. Giggles. Can werebeasts giggle? Not at that size, no. Even if they could, it doesn't explain the footsteps, really. I see. Do you know why the satyrs from France are more musical than ones from America? Because they have French horns. What a dad-ass joke. So what's next? I have some ideas, but they just wild theories at this point. In short, I'm stumped. Comrade, I've been racking my brain ever since Miss Fiona dropped that bomb about the fairies, you see. Oh, what about them? As it turns out, fairies was an umbrella term for many types of things. So, of course, anything that didn't fit the known physical rules at that time was to be referred to as such. Oh, Does that mean banshees are part of the fairy folk? Probably. Not anymore, though. It's an ongoing process, but the list is getting shorter. But back then, any sentient being that was even remotely incomprehensible was considered that. And that includes apparitions. Apparitions? Yeah. Look at his face. Yes. Apparitions like ghosts. Ghosts? Ghosts! I see. What do you mean I see? Eh? Doesn't it sound like a bad joke to you? I'm not sure I follow. But come on. Ghosts don't exist. Do they? It's weird yawning in Autotune. Because if they do, all I can think about is that damn tree now. Ah, right, the tree. Does that mean it's haunted? It could be. Don't get how you can be so calm about this. Huh? Well, why wouldn't I be? I mean, there have been all sorts of customers here. Some of them are so out of this world even. Sometimes literally. I don't want to talk about that too much. You're right. I guess you're not the one who's being weird here. Don't say that. Everyone has their own the fuck peccadillos. True that. If you don't mind telling me though, may I ask the reason you're afraid of ghosts? Gosh, no. That's a long story. Not something I'm ready to talk about anyway. That's understandable. All you need to know is my fear was never caused by actual ghosts. Oh? That was the quickest draw of a cigarette I've ever seen. Just suggestion is a very powerful thing, Tom Rad. But that's all I'm willing to share for now. Okay, then thanks for sharing. You know, it's funny. My grandpa was very into this stuff. So was my daughter. They're like my opposites, very curious and fascinated by the unknown. Not that I'm not, mind you. Just that with my time as a cop and all, unknown variables usually mean trouble. I see, makes sense. They're the kind of people who can see things from nothing. And I mean that in the best way possible. Like, you know that, the Zen rock garden thing from Japan? They understand the Zen-ness of it. I don't, but that doesn't stop me from thinking it's chill, you know? I think you almost got it. Yeah? But I'm sure he and my daughter could talk about it for hours. Too bad he passed away before she was born. Sorry to hear that. Don't be. On that note, Tom, man, you see my lighter, right? I'm pretty well acquainted with this now, yes. My bad. That thing was originally my grandpop's. He bought it sometime after the war ended. It was to commemorate the upcoming new era, he said. In more ways than one. He got honorably discharged with a severe leg injury he'd never be able to recover from. At the time, he was living right across the street from the former town hall. For obvious reasons, he couldn't walk far. So it's a good occasion for him with all the veteran support nearby and all. Right. Now, about that street, you see, my grandpa liked to chat. Never liked being alone, that guy. Plus, he pretty much hated his bleak room. So sometimes he'd go hang out with the street vendors in front of his place. All kinds of beings there, along with their pets from all walks of life. So he had a lot of stories about the craziest things. I see. You see, the street's name just came to my mind last night. You think you guess what it is? Dude, for real? You mean Bourne Street? Uh-huh. It wasn't called that before. That's why the whole thing didn't click for me straight away. But I went through his files and it checks out. Does that mean the vendors he was talking about? Bingo. You know what? He bought that lighter there. Wow, what a coincidence. You sure it's only a coincidence? What do you mean? Come on. Ain't no way there's just coincidences, Tom Rand. Everything's lining up too perfectly, if you ask me. Uh-oh. Oh, the music cut out there for a second. Think about what's happened so far. It was my team that found out about the vandalism before they dumped the whole case on me. Then my car was hit out of everyone's. Right? Then my luck starts tanking. The broken mug, the fan, the black cat. Tons of weird stuff happened in the past week alone, you see? Right? One thing led to another, and my team was chosen to lead the investigation. And tell me, who's in charge of the case? Me. Oh. So good. Then there's the Banshee lady, your patron, with some information I wouldn't have thought of. The dead tree stuff, the fairy market. Information I wouldn't even have remembered on my own. Right? And now we know why I kept on losing my lighter, right? How are they not connected? Tell me. Well, if you listen to them all in order like that, I'm telling you, Tom, man, that place is calling for me. The case is made for me. But they really picked the wrong guy. I'm just real bad at dealing with spooks. They made me question everything I've ever done, you know? But I've always thought you're pretty good at handling ambiguity. I always thought you were pretty good at handling ambiguity, officer. Now when it comes to supernatural stuff, because we don't know about what's real and what's not. But what they do? Will it hurt us? Do it bring bad luck? Good luck? What's the truth? Who knows? Maybe just take a day off and catch up on your sleep. What's that? No, nothing. You know, another patron of mine suggests a documentary to watch. Yeah? Focus on interesting drinks from around the world. Find everything from the mundane to the extreme. From local comforts to really special stuff. And I kept thinking one particular drink might interest you. Oh? It is something like a protection drink. Made of coffee, honey, lemon, and a slew of other ingredients. Huh. Protection from what, though? Real spirits and bad luck, I think. Maybe it'll help ease your mind a bit. Ah, gotcha. But Tom, man, you know the whole situation is haunted. There shouldn't be any evil spirits. Right? I wouldn't know. But I might need your lighter. What for? Well, the gin needs to be lit up. I just need to think your lighter might give it the extra magic boost it needs. Instead of just use a regular flame, I mean. Hey, what you gonna make me anyway? Nah, I trust you. Here. Officer Georgie's lighter. It exudes an interesting feel. Okay, then maybe this magical drink you learned, Tom Rand. So it's, what was it, coffee and what? Coffee, honey, and lemon. Coffee, honey, and lemon and other stuff. Hold on. Coffee, honey, and lemon. I don't see... Coffee, honey, Coffee, honey, and lemon. Oh, wait, I wonder if it's, Nope, never mind. So coffee, honey, lemon. Alright, so do, I'm curious. So, yeah, coffee, honey, lemon. Is it coffee? Honey, lemon. What is this even? Whoa! Quemada! That shit's on fire, yo! I've never done a flaming shot before, so like that to me is crazy. And it unlocked a new drink. Oh wow. The drink does light up, huh? Yep, this is a special request just for you guys. This is special just for you. Hey. I was just thinking of something. I'm gonna be tired, but I'm thinking. All right. So take a moment to think about rock climbing for some reason. Don't know why. This is because my brother's into it. Yeah, it's not. No, I wonder. Anyway, let's move on. Yep, this is special just for you. So don't tell anybody. Roger that. Okay, let's see here. Stop and think about it. Okay, let's see here. Okay, at a moment there, hold on, let me recover for a second. It's funny, I was just thinking about the cat that I ran into earlier, which is why I started my stream late. It's my brother's cat. She's an adorable little tortoise shell named Soup. And I was just thinking about her. Tiny little, cute little kitty. Alright, then we have... Okay. Let's take a sip of my tea, and we'll move on. Maybe a bigger sip. All right. Here you go. Ooh, careful. Dang, Tom Rad. That's really something else. You sure it's okay to drink? I have no idea. Yeah, I've never done flaming shots before, so this is new for me too. Back when I used to drink before I realized I was allergic to alcohol. But I'll take this opportunity, or I'll take responsibility if anything happens. Huh. I'm just being silly, aren't I? Sorry about you with all this stuff, Tom Rand. Ooh. Oh, well, whatever. He even made this crazy drink to make me feel better. Don't say that. I was happy to help however I can. Thanks. Man. At least the crooks, you can actually deal directly with them, you know? Not the case with apparitions. Not with that attitude. Is that Lucas? Who is that? Hardboiled advice on our conversation with Detective McQueen. Yo. Everything can be caught with a little elbow grease. Not actual elbow grease. I won't make that mistake again. McQueen, is that you? Hello, Williams. It's been a while. Hey, it is for you. Surprises just keep coming this week. Let me go over there. You know each other? More or less. We were brunch buddies. Brunch buddies? Brunch buddies. I feel like I meant to say brunch buddies in the same serious tone. But I don't like to talk about it. I still get nightmares. I feel you. I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive. The hell is this you talking about? We were truly the lucky ones. Without a doubt. I'll just take both your words for it. Good. Because I don't have to talk about it. So busy here, detective. Shayla's not the coffee. Secret police reasons. I've not read the briefing yet. But enough about me. Tell me about your supernatural problems. Yeah? Need to bust a ghost? Oh. Well, busting might be a bit much. I was just talking to Tom Man about getting over my fear of that stuff. And ghosts. Something like that. I'm weak against ghostly looking stuff. I get freaked out easily. For example, I got a little spooked by what happened on Bourne Street the other day. I remember that. I know very well that unchecked fear leads to prejudice. That's why it's a no-no in my book. It pains me to admit that out loud. Sometimes the toughest case to crack is ourselves. Other times it's ghosts. How do you do it, detective? Your cases, man. I probably lost all my hair by now if I were you. I try not to think about it all that much. And when I do think about it, I think, who else will do it? Nobody, that's who. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, once you get over the dead part, they're just like you and me. Look, I remember this one case. We were investigating a haunted apartment. This lady, her husband had recently passed away but wasn't moving on, if you get my drift. Real deadbeat, couldn't take a hint. Anyway, we had to go in and exercise the place, right? But the husband, he caught wind, and he's retreated into the basement. I won't go into the technicalities of it, but it's harder to get a ghost out of a basement or an attic. It's all about angles, really. I mean, I get it. That used to be his home. All the stuff is still there. It's hard. I get that. So I'm slowly going down the stairs and trying to coax him out. Bam! Next minute, all this romantic music is playing. The whole place is lit by a spotlight. Basic sensory illusions, classic ghost tricks. Then before I know what hit me, I'm sitting at this pottery wheel and he's behind me and... Wait... Isn't this the plot of the 1990 film Ghost? Oh. Maybe. We had a movie night at work and I dozed off before it started. So there must have slipped into my subconscious. Riveting. Jingle Jangle? Is that Rihanna? Who the fuck are you? Man, he's a unit. Hey, people I don't know. Did you get your important errand? Oh, did you get your important errand sorted? I sure did. Dooley, I can see crumbs on your face. That's just the rain. It's very pretty rain. They're spilling all over your top. That's blood from a gunshot wound. It's healed up, though. You're literally holding the receipt from the donut shop. That's why they pay you the big bucks, detective. So, what'd I miss? We're talking about getting rid of Officer Williams' fear of ghosts. Hey. Ghosts? Yeah, you're afraid of them, right, Billy? No idea, never met one. We stopped a ghost riot. Ghosts aren't real. So you don't need to be scared of them. Easy. There you go, I guess. He's a real gumshoe, that Dilly. Sorry, that wasn't much help. Nah. But you said they're just like us. But they're not like us. But they're just like us. But they're not like us. That's a good thing to be reminded of. Exactly. They used to be alive just like us. Those that don't try to act or eat, possess, family murder you, you should be fine. Very reassuring. Just talk to them. Oh, I just had a nightmare scenario play in my head. We won't talk about it. Feel their culture. Listen to their issues. And Inspector Wales. She's not like any other person. See what's on the inside. Which should be easy since you can see through them. I thought you didn't believe in ghosts. Okay, let's see here. Okay, let's see. I said that twice now. I thought you didn't believe in ghosts. It's best not to overthink anything he says. I certainly don't. Well, thanks for the advice. I think it'll help. Our pleasure. Now, Dilly, I think we should read that case briefing and find out why we're here. What was that? This, Where is it? Oh, goodness. You know, in hindsight, maybe I should have had something with caffeine in it. I just dozed off again. Now, Julie, I think we should read that case. Oh, wait. I already did. Oh. Turns out we were meant to arrest the person driving that taxi. Instead of taking it all the way to Seattle, yes. Why? The driver was a chupacabra. Okay, let's get out of here, Dooley. Good luck, officer. Thanks, McQueen. A lot. You too, Officer Dooley. Bye, guy. Good luck with your red problem or whatever. Bye, coffee wizard. Take care. You don't see it because I don't have face cam on it right now, but I'm just like, what the fuck just happened? That was quite something. Well, what do you know, Tom man? Plus, my good luck is back. I feel like $1 million now. Very glad you do. Thanks anyway, Tom Rand. I really did nothing much. You gonna be okay? Okay enough to start thinking about what to do next. I'm done here for the night. You have a good evening, alright? Please keep me updated, officer, and stay safe. Right, so how many days? Will do. I don't remember what I was wondering something. I forgot what it was already. Jiggle jangle. All right then. Maybe we'll go check the stock in. Jiggle jangle. Jiggle jangle. Riona! Miss Riona, welcome. Hello. How's the traffic out there? It's a mess. There's construction work taking place on Leonora Avenue. Ooh. Ugh. Can imagine the gridlock already. Fortunately, I have no deliveries to make today. It's great. I'm happy you're here. So, anything I can make you for this evening? I'd like something for my throat. Would appreciate a cup of tea infused with some lemon and a touch of honey. I mean, cough syrup, right? Like, it's cough syrup. It's cough syrup. Although I wonder, tea. Well, hold on. Maybe Midsummer Night Dream. Hold on. We're going to scum save real quick. Please be right. I think it is right. A cup of warm midsummer's night dream for you, miss. That's what we call it here. How whimsical. It's wonderful. Yes. Sweet, but well balanced with the lemon, and the slight bitterness of the tea completes the taste. Thank you. You're very welcome. By the way, you just missed Officer Georgie by a few seconds. Is that so? How is he? He's been thinking about what you said quite a bit, actually. Oh? He's currently dealing with plenty of clues he isn't used to. So he's hard at work at the moment. I see. Would you mind doing me a favor? Oh, what do you need? Could you give my contact information to him? We ought to connect via Bluetooth last time, so... Oh! Maybe I'll just a phone number written on it belongs to Rihanna Sheeran. Rihanna's going to the phone. A piece of blue car... Oh, damn. What I said a few days ago may have been a bit overwhelming. It's possible that I spoke more than was necessary. All because I couldn't help but feel a pang of bitterness knowing what happened to the tree. That's entirely understandable, though. But it is not my intention to interfere with his work. As such, if he requires any assistance, please, do let me know. It is the least I could do, as I realize there would be plenty of difficulty obtaining information. Officer Georgie is a human, and we semi-physical beings have our own way of sharing information as such. I understand what you mean. Okay. I just do not wish to incriminate anything or anyone. It's fine, I get it. I'm glad. I'd say you've already helped him out in more ways than one. Goodness, I am really hungry. Holy shit. Sorry, did you say something? I was letting out a little. No, nothing. I'll pass this off to him. Okay, thank you. You're welcome. Bad traffic aside, how are you? To be honest, I've had a lot on my mind of late. I don't know how to express it without sounding pathetic. You know I'm all ears. That may actually be part of the problem, I'm afraid. Pardon? You know, I've held conversations with more individuals over the past week than I have in the past few years. Is that a good or a bad thing? It's troubling. Sorry about that. I don't mean it necessarily in a negative way. It's just, I used to believe I had settled a settled life objective. But I've been doubting it lately. How come? I finally heard back from Miss Rachel yesterday. Oh, any good news? No. Our fields are admittedly quite different, so I was not expecting much. However, she provided me with some contacts who may be of assistance, even though they had no direct connection to the audience I'm trying to reach. I see. She explained clearly why she thinks I should contact them, however, which I am thankful for. It's very thoughtful of her. So, what's the battle plan? And why are you doubting yourself? In essence, the advice is to slowly increase my network to make myself known. Oh? Sounds familiar, doesn't it? You can probably guess my concern about it. I think so, but you could give me a refresher, just so I don't misunderstand. I feel like that would be a shortcut, so to speak. Right. She did, however, remind me of an important and humbling fact. And what would that be? Well, but it's not guaranteed you'll get anything out of it, don't you think? Unless you're really, really sure the so-called shortcut is 100% going to work. Because you'll have to do way, way more than just making a few calls and waiting for callbacks, you know? I'd say that's a decent impression of her. Thank you. After that, she told me a story about her early career experiences, both the good and the bad. Getting noticed is truly only the beginning. Then it's either a matter of letting your talent speak for you, or you go out there to develop connections with the right people. Even then, there's still no guarantee of success. After listening to her explanation, I respect Miss Rachel's determination. I can certainly see how it worked out for her. But when I was left wondering whether Mr. Lucas meant something similar during our first meeting. Right. I thought it all sounded familiar. Will you try her suggestion then? I don't know. Is it difficult? No more difficult than sending reels to every audition I've come across. And being rejected by every single one. But for some reason I feel conflicted about it. Speaking of Mr. Lucas, he and I have also continued our correspondence. Although, perhaps it was more like a necessity. Did something happen? He was stuck? Pardon? Actually, he posted about it on social media last night. Huh? I might have seen it. Did you? Came across it when I was updating my schedule and responded out of concern. Then he called me almost immediately. He was loud and extremely drunk. Really? He denied it at first, but it was too obvious not to ignore. Too obvious not to notice. He told me he was walking aimlessly deep in thought and entered Cary Park without realizing he had done so. Must have been some deep thinking he was doing because I think it rained pretty hard last night. Well, I wouldn't know. Oh. The bus to and from there is currently not operating after 10 p.m. Which is why I sent a message informing her of that fact, as he seems to be unaware of it. Right. So he called me back if there's any other mode of public transit nearby. Wouldn't it have been easier for him to just call a cab? I mean, really. Real quickly. Oh. He told me he wanted to know the city better. At midnight? Why not? I mean... I was just thinking of something stupid. Don't worry about it. Why not? After all, you operate your business after dark yourself. Touche. My tea. Hold on. Oh, it's so good. Oh, it warms me to my core. Oh, I fucking love tea. My goodness. Perhaps he just didn't want you to go home yet. And I might be mistaken here, but I thought he doesn't like drinking. Wasn't it partying? Nevertheless, I think last night was quite different. Huh? Oh, yeah. It appears he had dinner with his team. I remember opening up the motor show and seeing that picture and just being like, yeah, pointing out at the old guy. Handing you the... Oh, no. Anything but the liquid courage. That's never a good sign. All right. I'm just trying to think of let's see. Okay, so I was just thinking, okay. Ow. Suppose it didn't go as expected. Perhaps. I don't know that feeling all too well. Miss. However, he said he will keep negotiating until they reach a compromise. That's good. Is it though? That's a good question. Okay. Damn, that lightning. Miss Rachel told me about the hoops she had to jump through at the beginning of her career with her teammates as well. Likewise, Mr. Lucas has to work hard to obtain approval from his team for his actions. How can they still be so positive? What do you mean? I just cannot picture myself convincing others to give me a chance like that. I almost wanted to ask, why do we have to be at the mercy of others in order to succeed or fail? Damn. I mean, damn. Sorry, I had this moment because, like, it's kind of like that with me in streaming, like, because I am horrible at networking. I don't like socializing. I hate networking, like, honestly. And it's such like a big thing, especially in show business, to do networking. And like, I hate. Oh yes, I hate the marketing, and I hate glory. Like, and it's like, you know, why can't talent speak for itself? Okay. But if I truly believe that, with the number of rejections I have received so far, should have stopped a long time ago, shouldn't I? Right. That's why it doesn't work that way. What do you mean? So let talent speak for itself. We would have all the same standards. I see what you mean. Art would cease to be art if it was standardized, wouldn't it? However, doesn't that imply that everything still depends on the whims of the individual judging you at the moment? How does someone like Miss Rachel, Mr. Lucas, manage to be fine with that? Perhaps because they don't see it as the be-all and end-all. What do you mean? Hold on a second. Okay. Perhaps they see them as hills to either overcome or avoid, if that makes sense. Just a matter of perspective as to where the power lies. But it's not easy to climb those hills, especially if you've never done it before. Therefore, it's good to try and find out what works for you, or ask for guidance or assistance. For guidance or assistance, even. Because one can't possibly know every single way to overcome obstacles. Or be able to or safely recognize warning signs without first learning about them from others. Is that what you're trying to say? I see. Goodness. Still. Oh, there we go. There. Miss Fiona? Yes? Sorry, I got a bit lost in my thoughts. You're fine, I promise. But speaking of Mr. Lucas, what happened to him after the call? I picked him up and drove him home. Whoa! I thought you were located in Bellevue. I am. But I still had unfinished business in the downtown area. Moreover, he suddenly began singing quite loudly nearing the end of our call, which led me to conclude that it would be best for me to go and fetch him. I see. How was the singing, in your opinion? It wasn't too bad. But not for the fact he was screaming most of the lyrics, that is. Well, his hoodie was soaked when I arrived, so I had to take it off before getting into my car. Thankfully, the water did not completely soak through his shirt, so he remained relatively dry. However, I still had to lay down the seat covers as his fur got rather wet. Hope he didn't get sick then. It's funny how I and in-game Tom Red had the same response. Aside from all that, was he okay? Just in the situation you mentioned earlier, I mean. Well, he happily asked me to do karaoke with him, which I declined. Probably for the best. Could have been entertaining, though. I ended up taking him for a drive, though, as I needed to take care of my unfinished business. Late night delivery? No. I was buying a pie. At midnight? Yes. Why? Concerned you may have a competitor? No, not at all. Well, maybe a little bit. Oh, Tom Rad, you'll be fine. I sort of want to know, just so I can inform Officer Georgie about it. Oh? Why? His daughter loves pies. When Scar was vandalized, Officer Georgie had plans to buy pies for his family's get-together. But the report took a while and the weather was bad. And by the time he was able to get a taxi, he thought everything was already closed. I see. But he takes pride in being a Seattleite. So what if he knows about it already? Well, it's a very small kiosk attached to a pub. Very easy to miss. It's not a diner? Yo! The spot is known as Disco Pie and it serves fresh pies till 1 a.m. Interesting. Good to know. Also, stop talking about food. You're making me more hungry. I might end up ending the stream early. Well, maybe not that early, but still. Getting back to the story, though. You both went for pies, then. Yes, and that seemed to fascinate him for some reason. What did you each get? He ordered a slice of warm apple crumble with a scoop of French. That sounds so fire. And a large, this is less fire. A large cup of piping hot coffee with a little bit of milk. Ouch. I feel betrayed, truly. Oh. But it was my suggestion since I thought he needed to warm up. Double ouch. I apologize. I'll live. A little piece of advice, though. A glass of warm water might be better for the inebriated. Coffee's not the best at retaining fluids and thus preventing hangovers. Oh, that's really good information to know. This is why you are the best barista, Tom Brad. Thank you. Okay, my feelings hurt slightly less now. And what'd you get for yourself? Oh. Oh my goodness. I've never had a hibiscus. I've had blueberry pie. I've never had a hibiscus pie. And hibiscus blueberry mint sounds good. And just so you know, I did not order anything to drink. Good. Drinks aside, what an interesting combination for a pie. How did you like it? I enjoyed it. You serve hibiscus here too, don't you? I remember to order it next time. Please do. And so we continued our conversation afterwards. That was when he told me he had not given up on his goal despite the many disappointments with his team. He also told me why he does not drive at all. Really? Why? It is, Huh? On second thought, it might be better to hear the story directly from him another time. I apologize. No problem, I understand. We also discussed quite a few things we have in common. Really? Yes, surprisingly. And before we knew it, it was already nearing 5 a.m. Must have been a gripping conversation. I'm not sure. However, his exhaustion seemed to finally catch up with him then. So I drove him home. Weren't you tired as well? No. I should go now. Alright. You'll be okay. I have a lot to think about. Thank you for being patient with my concerns, Tomrad. No problem at all. Anytime. Something's wrong. Something's really wrong here. She's not telling me something. I don't know what the deal is, but she's definitely not telling me something. Come back again soon. Chicken Jangle. She was silent as well when she walked out. That was weird. Black magic. Sweet cool magically wakes you up. Friday, September 29th, 2023. Alien sightings increase. Is this an invasion? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. At least it's pretty. Researcher responds over alleged algae invasion. Dwarf Hero Tech teams up with Golem X Industries to produce self-healing concrete. Ooh. Ooh, that'd be cool. Startle. Oh, where's the pink teddy bear camera? I didn't notice that before. Maybe it's because the camera didn't pan that direction. Oh, it's Bailey's. Aqua. Yeah, dude is it's definitely an influencer. He's living that advertiser life. Hey, I apparently staring at this pink teddy bear. Knock, knock. Anyone there? Mr. Bailey's, hi. Sorry, I didn't hear you come in. How are you tonight? Yeah, so something really bothers me about Rihanna. I'm alright. Well, you look pretty distracted. A penny for your thoughts. You can have them for free. I'm just pondering the hidden side of things. How different the world is under the surface compared to what we think it is. Nothing and no one is exactly what they appear to be. Funny. I was having similar thoughts on my way here. I guess now that we spend so much time on social media, people believe we can be summed up in a picture or a sentence. But it's not like that. It's not easy to know someone. Even if that someone is yourself. Especially if that someone is yourself. Sounds like we agree on this. We sure do. And it's been on a lot on my mind the past few days. Does it have anything to do with your wedding to Miss Lua? Got it in one. How are things on that front? A few days ago, we decided to take some time apart to think. Sounds ominous. No, I don't mean it like that. It wasn't a breakup or even a break. We've been through so much. There's no walking back on a relationship now. But sometimes you're so together that you lose sight of the big picture, you know? I see what you mean. So we decided to give each other a bit of space. And figure out what we really want out of our wedding. And more importantly, out of our marriage. See, have you made any progress on that front? I said that twice. So you want the short version or the long one? Well, let's hear for the full story. Alright then. I'll tell you everything. But I think I should order first. Sure thing. Oh, sure thing. What can I make you tonight? I'm not feeling fussy. Anything warm would do. So anything, really. Makes sense. What about some herbal tea, then? Hibiscus? Butterfly pea? Butterfly pea or hibiscus sounds great. With milk and honey, please. Hibiscus, milk, and honey. I wonder what we have... That's funny. Sweetheart latte. What about the blue pea? Dreamin' Blue. Let's give him the sweetheart latte, hibiscus, milk, and honey. That's not very warm. I guess we'll do the blue pea, milk, and honey then. Blue pea, honey, then milk? No. Blue pea, milk, and honey. Dreamin' Blue. I'm just kind of doing random shit at this point. Like, I don't know how this mechanic actually works. Alright, we'll just set it like that. Here you go. Hope you like it. Thanks, Tomrad. This is so nice, and it brings me way back. You know how I'm not really in touch with my family anymore. Yes, I'm sorry about that. Don't be. I don't even miss Tim most of the time. In the end, they're just a random bunch of people, and we don't have very much in common. It's good you learned that about yourself, Mr. Baileys. I think so too. There's just one person I miss, but I've been missing her a while now. Someone who passed away, I'm guessing? Exactly. Spot on again, Tomrad. Used to have a great close relationship with my great aunt. When I was little, my parents fought all the time. Still remember in my bones how that made me feel. The fear that one of them or both of them would walk away and abandon me. A bit ironic in hindsight, but then it was many years ago. Yes, it's quite normal for a little child to care about their parents. Damn right. No matter who they are or how they behave. That's true. Anyway, I spent almost all my evenings curled up in a ball in my room, trying hard not to listen to the shooting. Except when me gran came to visit. Not that her being around prevented the fighting, mind you. Even high society is amazing at keeping up appearances. Except in front of family. But she got how it made me feel. She went out of her way to take the sting out of it. She'd keep me company and bring me a cup of herbal tea with milk and honey in it. Drinking this now with you feels a lot like family again. Sounds like she was a perceptive person. She truly was the best of them. Till she got sick. Oh no, how'd that happen? That elves don't get... Wait. See, that's a part of elven disinformation. Elves don't get sick with the other run-of-the-mill colds. But they do get big, bad diseases like everyone else. Oh no! Oh! That fucking sucks! Yo! Elves can get cancer! Bruh! Except there's this assumption in elven society that if you live the right sort of life, you'll pass away peacefully in your bed. So that's what families say most of the time when someone dies. Incidentally, that also means they need to pretend everything is fine till the very last moment. So that's what they did to my aunt. They basically shut her in to her last few weeks. That sounds really awful. I didn't manage to visit her. She put on a brave face, but it was clear she wasn't happy. But then she wasn't very happy before that either. At least she had you. It must have been a little consolation. But yes, I was glad I was able to be with her. To think I came very close to being trapped with those people. Pretty sure she would have hated that for me. A little part of me hopes she'd be proud of me right now. I'm certain she would be. Thanks, Tomlad. Here you are, letting me blab on again. That's more than fine, but do you think growing up among conflict explain why things are, well, a bit difficult to work out between you and Noah? I definitely think so. That's part of it. In fact, Jiggle Silver and Amanda.
Oh, right. I forgot.
I still have to use Autotune. Good evening. Hi, Tomrad. And hi. I don't think we've met before. I'm Silver. I'm Bailey's. Nice to meet you. And I'm guessing you're Amanda. Wait, hold on. Well, hold on. How does he know? You know what? Hold on. I'm gonna get a refill of my tea real quick. 1 second. I'm gonna put the tea bag back in and put some hot water over it. 1 second. I'll be right back. Cool. All right. Oh, hold on. My pants. Shit, my pants. I didn't just shit my pants. Ugh. Okay. We are, but you do not appear to be high. How did you? How does he know? All right, hold on. I'm gonna teabag my teabag here. This is probably gonna be less strong, less flavorful, but that's fine. We are, but you do not appear to be a hive. How did you? Oh, that's how he knows. Lou told me she ran into you a week or so ago. Oh, the nice earthling we met on our first night here. That is a satisfactory explanation. And so, are you her date? I'm a little more than that. I'm her fiancé. Truly. Oh, sorry. Truly. Fiancé. Oh my goodness. Fiancé is such a successful outcome of dates with a 0.0013% probability. It's weird how it's P and not percent. But whatever. Congratulations on your excellent odds actualization. Thank you. Now, Cafe Offspring, we are wishing for a drink. Cafe Offspring, how did you acquire that new title? Silver, you got some splaining to do. Him. Right, sounds like something I shouldn't prod too hard. Never mind me. You're about to order, Amanda. We were. And what we wish for is a memorable parting experience. I suspected something like that. Last visit in a while, huh? That is accurate. Accurate. I take it you've completed your research on Earth. Almost. We are quite satisfied with the outcomes of our missions. Interesting. It sounds like there's a story there. But first, tell me, what sort of experience are you after? We wish to have something we have never had before. It's time to get creative then. Yes, take care not to reuse any ingredients you have served us in the past. Okay. I'm pulling up the guide again. That is the lyrics. Whoops. Let's do a, This is hard because I should don't remember anything I served here in the past. Now, hold on, let me see here. I feel like wait. No, I think we've done that one already. Isn't there... You know what? Yeah, hibiscus latte is probably the way to go. Although we are going to scum save just in case. Wait a second. Hold on. I think I get it now. Here you go. Hopefully this tastes new to you. It does. It is at least 56.941% different from anything else we have experienced. We are, as Earthlings would express, delighted. According to our calculations, this is our 39,846 new experience since arriving on Earth. That's quite a lot. Perhaps, however, most of them were rather insignificant in nature. Oh, what about this one? This one is in the 99th percentile of significance. Is that good or bad? She means very significant. Oh, she means very significant, right, Amanda? Very much so. We enjoyed this place and we will miss it. So that's... don't mind me getting a bit emotional here. Anyhow, I trust the agent gave you no more trouble? That one was quite close, actually. We had a little brush with the authorities, you see. Yeah, Lua mentioned that. Oh, yeah, Lua mentioned that. Made her really angry. She was still seething when she came home that night. Please tell her I'm grateful for that. Well, that agent kept looking into things even after his second visit here. But that's where your help really came in handy, Tomrad. My help? Yes, the card that you got off the agent. We asked for help from an associate to run it through the mind you call a computer. Once the contents of the card had been unveiled, we analyzed the language of its communication, which is quite an interesting mix if we say so. It is roughly 60.0923% syntax and 39.9077% mathematics. We then led a polynomial time attack on its encryption, expressing the ciphertext as The point is... Oh! Amanda managed to get into the fire system. She obfuscated all mentions of any of us or saved beyond recognition. Holy shit! And some totally legitimate orders came in to send the agent to Europe on an, on an urgent mission, which should last more than long enough for him to forget all about us. Ooh, that sounds incredible. It does sound thrilling. But it's a very simple matter of applying hive knowledge. Be that as it may, that's great work, Amanda. We are pleased. Amanda is amazing. But let's not forget who got the card in the first place. You really helped us there, Tomrat. Thank you. I'm very glad to hear that. I'm very relieved. Complete Amanda's good story arc. Yes, we have thought about it for a while, and we have decided we do not care for that sort of excitement. Not if it makes our siblings so sad. You really gotten the hang of emotions now, haven't you, Amanda? Thank you, Offspring. If that is the case, we are content. That means our mission is well and truly accomplished. Did you come here specifically to pick up Earthling emotions? No, we came for the purposes of general Earthling research, but it appears to us now that emotions are one of its most interesting aspects. We will be submitting a, you call it academic paper, Uncontrolled Stimuli and Reflexive Neural Patterns, Deep Level Communication in Hive versus Non-Hive Species. Wow. That's how you know it's serious research. I don't even understand the title. Amanda always was the brains in the family. That wasn't your only mission though, Amanda, right? If you're leaving, does that mean... Yes. Oh! Pearl and I did go out on a date. Right. You're looking for love, aren't you? I am. I was, I think. I think I may have found it. Wait, wasn't the first date a really short time ago? Just a couple of days. But I've been waiting a while, and I really think this is it. When I took up the mission from the Hive, when I came to Earth, and during this entire process, when I changed and changed, what I was hoping was that someone would see me for who I am. And I really think she does. That's so great, but I'm curious. Doesn't being in a hive provide that experience of feeling seen? It does and it does not. And in fact, we hope that is something our research might improve. The hive sees thoughts and desires honestly, but it is not able to communicate the reasons for those desires. The emotions, as it were. We do not dwell on those, nor will we start to do so in excess. But it seems to us now that they may be worth conveying, at least to some extent. Yes, what Amanda said is a part of it. I was very unaware of my emotions when I first came to Earth, and I was really bad at communicating them clearly to others. In some ways, I still am. It will always be harder for me to grasp them than most people, but when I started to understand them, I was both fascinated and scared. Which is not an uncommon experience, I think. It's really not. It requires a good deal of courage to look at your emotions honestly. It certainly requires some time, and even more time to find someone who can look at them with you, not get scared and take them as they are. Someone who can see you clearly and kindly. It is a precious thing when that happens, huh? A rare and beautiful thing. Has that been your experience with Lua? It definitely has. I almost forgot how much it mattered too. I'm lucky I have good friends who remind me of that. So does that mean you and Lua found some answers? Oh, the heck with it. I can't hold my tongue any longer. Sorry to interrupt your goodbyes, you guys, but Tom and I'd like to officially invite you to a little surprise ceremony, which will take place 3 days hence. Wow, that's some answers indeed. Yeah. Taking a little time to think really cleared our heads. We had gotten bogged down in the details and our own insecurities, to be honest. So we decided to make it simple again. No fuss, no pass-up expense, nothing like that. Just us and our closest family members, whether we got them at birth or chose them ourselves. Yes, I love that. I'm very touched, Mr. Baileys. Ah, come round, comrade. You know you mean a lot to the two of us, as does this place. Speaking of which, I also have Hyde's invitation here. A special invitation card for a certain someone. Hey! We invited the little Bailey's wedding. Yes! I got that achievement. Well, hiding Gal's invitations in how that's his obvious +1. But you give it to them when you see them. It would be an honor. So, Amanda, I don't have a card for you, but you are in the cafe family as well, so I'm sure Lua won't mind. Would you like to join us for the party? A party. A party. This is our first experience being invited to a party. It is 99.999% pleasant and 0.001% disappointing that we have to refuse. Yes, I truly appreciate the offer, Bailey's, but sadly we're leaving Seattle tomorrow. Really? This was something I expected. Going back to space then, Amanda? Not yet. We are going on an adventure. That sounds very exciting. It really is. Amanda and I are taking a trip to the country. And maybe even a bit further if we got time. We're basically going to be tourists. Tourist is such a fascinating concept. Although our sibling explained it to us multiple times, we still find it very hard to comprehend. We always thought that traveling must have a mission, a purpose. But it seems that tourism is traveling with no other purpose than traveling, which is in essence circular reasoning. It may well be, but it's still a lot of fun. In fact, I say that's the real purpose of tourism. To have fun, to relax, to see beautiful things. So enjoy life, you know? Enjoyment has... Enjoyment has a purpose. That is new to us, but we are 99.999% to try it out. Excited to try it out. And so am I. I've never been out of Seattle since I arrived. I guess I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to blend in. That I would have to restart everything from scratch. But knowing that you're here, comrade, that I will always have a place to return to where I'll feel home. Well, that makes me a lot less nervous. That's very happy to hear that. Ahem. I think I should order a drink. Of course, what can I make you? Let to reflect on the spirit of our upcoming adventure. But I'm also in the mood for something sweet and soothing. So sweet and soothing, but with an adventurous kick. Some hot chocolate with something extra to make it fun. I'd love that. Hot chocolate with some sweetness and some spice would be amazing. Alright, I know exactly what this is, meaning because I have the guide still up. It's the IP address drink. The chocolate, honey, and ginger. The 299.792.458. Chocolate, honey, ginger. The 299.792.458. Here's a 299.792.458 for a Lightspeed Traveler. That number references something, I just don't know what. Oh, we like this name. It is evocative and adventurous. Evocative. Yes. It is the speed of light, not evocative of... Wait, oh! The speed of light! Oh, okay, that makes sense. The speed of light... Oh, wow! Way to target your audience, Tomblad. Huh. Thank you, but do you like the taste silver? I love it. This is exactly what I wanted. So that's the spicy kick of ginger to start with, which keeps you on your toes. But then the honey makes it sweet and comfortable. In fact, it reminds me of you, Amanda. How does a taste remind you of us? I guess he's saying that you're sweet, with a strong character as well. That's about right. We do not entirely comprehend it, and yet we are pleased. Well, that's settled then. Whatever you miss, Amanda Silver, you can come here. Oh, whenever you miss Amanda Silver, you can come here and I'll make you this drink. I like that. Thank you, Tomrad. Whoa, careful. You don't want to spill the drink you enjoy this much. That was a weird screen shake. I don't know what the heck was that about. Just so excited. I'm just so excited. I can barely sit still. I can imagine. Our first trip across the country is a big deal. It is, but that's the only reason I'm excited. Okay, that was quite a dramatic pause. I really want to know what you're going to say now. You guys seem to lead very interesting lives. No, not at all. I think I'm quite a boring person. With a secret society and an alien background, really. It's true that some of my life circumstances are a bit unusual, but this particular thing is very commonplace. Oh, shit. Our sibling is excited because his date will be joining us. And in fact, we must be fair and acknowledge that we may have misjudged her based on her lack of facial symmetry. Although Pearl's features are 9.231% different from left to right, we agree that with her movie analysis 99.999%. Wow, hold on. Hey man, you have met Pearl and you talked about movies? And now she's joining you two on a holiday? How did any of that happen? Oh, we watched Orc Westerns all together last night. Pearl likes them a lot as well. You don't exactly sound thrilled. Hey. Fortunately, she also likes space travel operas. I see. Learn a couple compromises the hard way. I suppose so. Well, I'm glad to hear that she met Amanda and that they get along. So that means she also knows where you're from, Silver? Oh, shit. She does. In fact... Oh, my... Right off the... Damn. Well, I mean, I suppose that's, transparency is a good... But damn! Well, that's... very brave. Very hard to put yourself out there under any circumstances. To reveal something so vulnerable to someone you just met. And I'm starting to like. It takes guts. You're very kind, but I don't think so. To be honest, I hadn't planned it that way. Although I always have felt safe here with all the regulars, I know that not everyone would be open-minded about me. And so I wasn't sure I'd say anything to Pearl that night. But as we were talking, I was so happy to learn more about her, about who she is. And I realized I didn't want her to have an incomplete picture of me. My past is a part of me. If my goal was to find someone who sees me for who I am, then she needs to know about that too. And in the end, that was the right decision. Willie will say that if she'd heard your story and that changed how she viewed you, then she wouldn't have been worth your time anyway. That's fair. But still, even knowing that, I admire you a lot. The truth is, and this is a bit of a strange thing to say, but I think I'm proud of who I've become. And I want the people I love to be proud of me too. What is proud? Proud is, for yourself, I think, is when you start to be satisfied with what you're achieving. Especially if you have to fight to get there. And for others, it's when you think of someone you care about. Consider who they are and the way they're acting. And it just fills you with joy. Ah, we see. Then we are definitely proud of you. You two are a really sweet family. Alright, I'm going to take my tea bag here out. Throw it away, because I don't think really brewing it more than twice is really still quite hot. Thankfully not hot enough to burn, but too hot to put the lid back on. And so are you and Miss Lua, Mr. Baileys. Through the chosen families can also rock. Yes, when we met Pearl, we came to a conclusion. There is no difference in nature or expression between a family that you are born with and a family that you acquire by choice. Damn right! Shout that shit from the rooftops. Both demand work and understanding. There may be minute differences. It's weird, right? So I would imagine if somebody read that and didn't know the word minute, they wouldn't understand the word or pronounce it as minute. English, man, it's fucky. There may be a minute difference. There may be minute differences in a specific process, but the bond appears to be 99.999% similar in the end. So it is. Well, we should probably get going. Yes, we must. Go pack. First time I see someone get excited about that specific part. I mean, come on. Even as kids, right? Like, we get like packing up for a big trip, we get all excited and shit. Like, for me, I don't get all that excited when I go and visit Bunny and them, but I will say, once all my shit is packed up, ready to go, and it's by the door, and I'm ready to go, especially back when I did music and I was about to hit the road, it's always something really satisfying about having all my shit together. And making sure I have the right devices to make sure I don't almost die again. What Amanda really means is that I must pack. While she analyzes the earthling ritual of folding shirts, rolling up socks, and so on. Precisely, this is further information for our research. We are thrilled. Good luck, Silver. Indeed. Do enjoy your trip, both of you. I hope you'll tell us about it when you're back, Silver. I will. Good night to you too, then. Hasta la vista, strangers. Huh? Orc Westerns. Ah, bye to you too. Rawr. I'm a bear. There's never a dull moment at your cafe, Tom Ride. I try. Speaking of which, would you like to hold some after party for your wedding here? That's not a very large space, but perhaps. Whether we'd like it, we'd love it. Honestly, I didn't want to impose, but there's no place that could be a better fit. And I don't mind that it's not very large. It's going to be a small, cozy wedding. So this is perfect. It's settled then. Lula's going to be over the moon when I tell her. In fact, I'm going to go tell her now. It's a very exciting prospect. It really is. Thanks again, Tomrad. You're like a guardian angel for us. And on that note, I'm off. Good night. I wonder how many days we got left. I think we'll do one more. We'll do one more day. So I'm just looking at the guide right now. All right, so yeah, so we'll play one more day, and then next week, hopefully, we'll be able to come back to this. We'll more than likely finish the game next week, and then I want to go back and see if I can get everything that I missed. So we'll kind of do like a completionist run next week, and that'll probably wrap up the Coffee Talk streams for October. I don't know what to start because, like I said, the schedule is going to be really sporadic for the rest of the year just because of everything going on. So I'll think of something that'll work, but we'll have to figure it out when the time comes. I don't know. Maybe we might even do Marvels on stream, bring that back. I miss doing commentary, so that's something that is worth doing, and I think being able to foster that old community would be great. But in any case, I hope that we'll be able to do that. But let's go ahead. We'll play one more day and we'll wrap up. Good night, Mr. Bailey's. All right, here we go. Masala chai, spiced tea from Southern Asia. Oh, not quite to the full moon yet, but we're getting there. Saturday, September 30th, 2023. ZXX-20 virus vaccine booster ready for distribution. Nekomimi driver trashes truck filled with catnip suspected DUI. UFO previously spotted by Space Guard fighters, a very determined hot air balloon. Wait. Oh, I think that's Aqua. That is Aqua. You hear the squishies. You get the cute Missy. Okay, so. Good night. Oh, Georgie. Hello, Miss Aqua. Hi, Tomrad. How are you? Good, as usual. How about you? Honestly, lots of things have happened. Can I order something first, though? Of course, what would you like? Maybe a cup of chai. So tea, ginger, and cinnamon, right. Some masala chai. Ooh, I bet if I drank an actual masala chai, that's how it would actually feel. Hey. Here you go. A cup of masala chai for the lady with eclectic tastes. Thank you. It's delicious. You're welcome. So, you were saying... Oh, right. It's just... I've been busy working on my game. I see. How's it going? It's pretty difficult, but I'll manage. I'm glad to hear that. How's that contract you talked about the other day going? Oh, that. I rejected it, of course. There's no saving it, really, which is a shame. I truly like their games, but with all the shady requirements they had, I could tell they looked down on the small developers. And the scary thing is, if I hadn't known what I know now, just because they were a publisher I loved a lot, I would have overlooked all of that. Well, it's good that you learned, Miss Aqua. It's good that you learned. Sorry, I had to scratch an itch real quick. Ooh. There we go. That's understandable, though. We trust them not to take advantage of you. Well, it has to be fair for both of us, right? Because at the end of the day, it's business. But, I don't know. Yeah? Actually, I tried negotiating with them. So I wondered if they still had any good faith left. Don't tell Myrtle, okay? Okay. As I expected, it really didn't go anywhere. They said they insisted on doing me a favor since I'm just a small dude. See, fuck that shit, right? The whole doing a favor or you doing it for exposure, fuck that. I hate that shit so much. Like, especially as a musician, right? Like, oh, you're doing it for the exposure. I'm like, fuck off. I can get exposure, fucking Instagram, YouTube, all that shit, Twitch even. You fuck off with that bullshit, you're gonna pay me. Because you need to understand, I didn't teach myself how to play 20 instruments. And then turn it to a job and not get paid for it. And I wasn't thinking rationally or in business terms. Fuck off. Doesn't sound like good faith to me. Right? Considering the unfair conditions they expected me to accept, they could have at least been polite about it, right? I doubt they care, though. You know how it is with corporations. They don't give a shit. Yeah. I got the bad ending with Aqua and Myrtle. What's up? Nothing. Liar! Is it about Myrtle? Oh. Well, sort of. We haven't talked much since our little argument. Only checking in here and there. Man. I feel bad. I feel really bad. Because, you know, they had something there. Like, seriously, they did. Going to a tech mall so I can look for parts to upgrade my PC. Oh? Yeah, I hope I'll get a good deal there. I wish Myrtle would apologize, though. For treating me as if I'm totally clueless. If she did, I could ask her to help me pick the parts right now, you know? Heh, But I know I was in the wrong too. Was it being clear with my words, with my anxiety talking and all? But I already told her I'd reject the contract, right? Yes, I heard you say that. She should have tried to listen a bit. Sorry to hear you're having a hard time. It's fine. It was just bad timing. Clearly you care about each other, though. So you two will make up eventually, I'm sure of it. Yeah. Thanks, Tomran. That cheers me up a little. Anytime. So I better go now so I can shop around as long as I want. Maybe I'll go get something nice for myself, too. Like what? Maybe a new bolster. My current one is no longer firm. Ah, I see. I hope you have a good time. Me too. Thank you, Tomran. I'll see you later. Take care. I feel really bad. Like legit. Guess I'll go over today's check. Huh? Jigga Jangle. Also Jigga Jangle. Hendry! And Gala. Well, hello, gentlemen. Hey, Tom. Oh. Hey, Tomrad. Tomrad. Nice seeing you here, Hendry. How goes it? Good. I see you're doing good, too. As usual. What would you like to drink, Hendry? It's on me. No. That won't do. Well, let's talk about bills later. So, what'll it be? You first. You sure? Okie dokie. I'll have one STMJ, please. Oh, I feel bad for Aqua. She looks really cute in that picture, though. Alright, STMJ. How do I make that again? Oh. Milk ginger honey. STMJ. Oh, I should give that to Gala. One STMJ coming up. It smells so nice. Spot on. Thanks, Tomrat. You're very welcome. How about you, sir? Oh, it's my turn. Something with ginger, please. Anything else with it? Well, what would you recommend? Anything from your new tea line is fine. Oh, I see you have a new selection. Yes, we have blue pea. I'm never going to get over that. And hibiscus tea available. Hibiscus, huh? You should try Tejahe Rosella. It's pretty good for this kind of weather. Sounds familiar. Is ginger steeped with rosella buds another name for hibiscus? Anything else in it? Well, it's a bit sweet. Interesting. I'll try then. A Te Jahe Rosella. Hibiscus, ginger, and honey. Right. Hibiscus, ginger, and honey. Hey, Hey, Rosella. Oh, and don't forget the invite. Serve it. What's this? Oh, it's Bailey and Lewis. There's a missing apostrophe. Oh wait, no. Bailey's. Oh no, his name already has S on the end. Bailey's and Lewis a wedding invitation. Really? Sorry for Hyde. Oh. The date is really soon. Could you pass it along to him since I'm not sure when he'll be here? Okay, sure. Thank you. And a piping cup of Te Jahe Rosella for you. Thanks. What do you think, Henry? Does it look any good? Uh-oh. It looks about right. It smells good, too. Try it. Yup, it's good. Glad I passed your impromptu test. So, what's been going on? Did I miss anything? Heh. Something happened, didn't it? You can say that. And then the officer is coming too, by the way. Alright. As for me, I'm just glad my fury is over. Are you okay, though? I'm fine, as you can see. How are you managing, Henry? Did you get your checkup? I did. Rachel pestered me to get it all done all last week, so I had to do it. Good. There's no doubt I need to slow down. I can feel it in my bones. Time is a harsh mistress, as they say. Ain't that the truth? But I don't think you'll get to complain, though. Why not? You know, my body isn't what it used to be anymore. Oh? I mean, compared to my prime. 50 years ago. I'm kidding. Truth is, my body doesn't hold up well when I'm transforming anymore. Oh, is that so? Yep. The soreness doesn't go away as quick as it used to. It's harder to get up in the morning after all that. Like today. I know the feeling all too well. Especially in this kind of weather. Oh? It's like my body knows if a storm's gonna get worse. No weather forecast can match the accuracy of my joints. It's funny because I can actually relate to that. I broke my leg in the army, so I have a metal plate in my leg. And yeah, oh, I can feel it, I tell you. It doesn't hurt, but I can definitely feel it. It's an increase in so air pressure increases when there's a storm coming. So yeah, I just kind of it's one of those things where like if I ignore it, like most of the time I ignore it, but then like if I see this forecast, there's a storm coming, I gotta feel it. I'm like, oh wait, no, yeah, it's coming. I can feel it. Well, look for you, ginger is great for sore muscles. Oh yeah, okay, did not know that. I knew ginger was good for digestion. And the thing is, in this Asian household, right, we use ginger for like everything. Like you get sick, you got a cold, drink ginger tea. Like you broke your leg, drink ginger tea, right? Like you got pneumonia, drink ginger tea with some honey. Helps cut the mucus, right? And lime as well. Like have a stomach ache, ginger tea. Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea, ginger tea. Is that Georgie? Georgie! How's the Jangle? Hey, folks. The man of the hour. Hi, Georgie. Sorry, man. What I miss? Some very important weather talk. Is that so? Sounds like I missed a ton, then. How are you? How am I? If you're talking about my case, well, I don't even know where to begin. Hendry, you know nothing about what I'm about to say, right? No, what are we talking about? Tom, man, you should have primed them before I got here. My bad. My defense, I didn't know you were coming until Mr. Gallo mentioned it. Excuses. I'll help explain it to Hendry. In short, there's been a string of car vandalisms nearby. Fade to black? Fade to... Look at his face. So he's trying to figure out if the tree being gone has anything to do with the case. And that's where we are now. Yep, that's about it. That's a lot to take in. Anything new happened since? Well, I tried something. I set a few candles where the tree was. Used my lighter and things happened. Mind backing up a bit? Feels like there's a lot of context missing here. Well, I'm warning you, everything I'm about to tell you is real. I'll sound a little bit crazy, but no, I haven't lost it yet. Got it? Loud and clear. I told Tarman about my lighter a while ago. How it might be connected to the fairy market we talked about before. Really? In what way? The lighter was my grandpa's, and there was a chance he bought it from there. Ah, interesting. Yeah, what a coincidence, eh? Huh? The music cut out there for a second. Anyways, my daughter likes this sort of mystery stuff, right? After talking to her about what's been going on, she believed my lighter was the key to making sense of all of this. And gave me some pointers. So, I went back there last night. To the spot, you know? To where the tree used to be. Lit a few candles there and put the lighter right in the middle of it all. I'll be honest, it was spooky as heck. The air was chill and I felt tension in my head. Wasn't sure if it was just me being creeped out or there was something else going on. Whatever it was, I thought I should leave it alone. So I followed my gut and got the heck out of there. Then what happened? It blew up. What? What do you mean what? My lighter, it just blew up. Well, what do you mean blew up? Yeah, I think we definitely need more context here. Well, I didn't see it because I was walking toward my car, you see. But I heard it. Patow! With a little whoosh followed by a couple of clinks. Patow. What kind of sound is that? You know, like something small metallic blew up. Wouldn't bang work better? No, that's a shot. Wouldn't want to confuse y'all with that. But pata is... What is that? You know, pata. You know, pata. Then what happened? Right, okay. The music was like... Pata. Then I immediately looked back to see it had fallen over with its lid open. The flame, it was burning white. Wow. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I freaked the fuck out. But before I could do anything, two small figures emerged from the corner walking toward the lighter. Did they see you? Yeah, they did. They inspected my lighter while I was just standing there. They asked me straight up, "Is this lighter yours, guy?" I said, "Yeah." Then I fired a question back. "Are you the ones who've been messing with the cars around here lately?" And they said yes. Well, sounds like case closed. So they weren't ghosts? Hell nah. Thank God for that. Then who are they? Let's just say they were close friends of the deceased. They're part of the fairy folk, but I don't expect them at all. Didn't expect. Do you know them? Kinda. In fact, they own the gnomes near my place. Oh, wow. They know it's your car then? Nope. Because I only order takeout. And I usually walk there. What was the reason for all the vandalism? What was the reason for all the vandalism then? It all started because of a broken promise. And we have to start way back for that. You remember why the tree was there in the first place, right? Yeah. The tragic hit and run. At the time, the court ruling practically let the driver off the hook outside the DUI charge. Well, it sparked a huge protest. Good. In response to it, the mayor at the time gave his word to the victim's family. He promised to keep the tree as a landmark for the community, and the vow was kept well after his tenure was over. But he died a few years ago. Oh, shit. And we all know recently what happened to the tree. I see. So it was their attempt to keep the memory alive. Not just for their friend, but as remembrance of the injustice as well. And after all the urban renewals the city's gone through, makes sense that the community that used to be there is gone by now. That's right. There used to be a whole lot of veteran housing and low-rise apartments in the area. Now it's still with never-ending projects. You okay? Oh, yeah. Sorry. There's something about it there's something about it bothers me a bit. Like what? Their unique disposition after they pass. Oh, their unique disposition after they pass. It bothers me that their own memories are insufficient to ensure their existence. And by failing to remember, we, the outside party, will also gradually lose track of their existence. It just doesn't feel right to me. I get what you mean. An odd erasure of existence. But apparently that's why they keep animals. The gnomes owners told me they have a large mastiff living in their place. Others even take care of multiple animals at once. Interesting. I suppose that's why some folk prefer living near the wilderness. But animals don't live long either. Right. But the erasure starts happening if they're completely forgotten, right? Something like that, I guess. I'm not sure. Right, okay. But doesn't that normally happen anyway? How do we pay respects or remember someone who died a long time ago? Like our ancestors, for example. It's all called, isn't it? Every April, Rachel and I would visit my wife's grave. We used to visit her grandparents' graves too, when my wife was still alive. If our extended family was visiting, they'd join us. We'd clean their gravestones, bring food, and have a feast while catching up. It's how Nekamimis honor the dead, and I'm sure other cultures have their own ways too. Right? I truly think continuing the tradition is something we do for ourselves, though. Oh, we do for ourselves, though. To remember the deceased and all the reasons they matter to us. So, except for the weird erased memory part, it sounds on par to me. It's the effort of the living to remember the dead, anyway. You're right. Unless you believe in life after death, memories are for us, not for the dead. Exactly. It would be great if we could all remember and help each other, because keeping track of any sort of history is a team effort. Since the best way to gain wisdom is to learn from the past, whether it's bad or good. Yeah. Speaking of the gnome gnomes owners, though, What happened to them after all that? All right. Did you arrest them? Nope. Huh? Are you gonna let them go? Not necessarily. But I got an idea on what I have to do. Right now, I'm just happy there's no ghosts involved. Still, it was truly something else. Yeah, what a night it must have been. It is what it is. What's up, big guy? Something on your mind? No, nothing. Shame about that lighter of yours, though. Oh yeah, it's probably busted, right? That's the thing. It works just fine, not even a scratch. Really? But that thing blew up, didn't it? Like, pata! Heck, we even debated the sound effects and everything. As I said, it still works fine. So I don't know what else to tell you. I see. You want to know what I think? No. It's haunted. No, it's not. That thing is definitely haunted. What are you talking about? The white flame is a bit unnatural, I agree. And I remember you kept forgetting your lighter here. Hey now. A man's allowed to forget stuff as he gets older, no? As for the blowing up, it was probably a well-timed bad chemical reaction or something. Thing is real old after all. If that's the case, you might want to stop carrying it around. At any rate, I believe you now, officer. There's no such thing as coincidence, indeed. I still think it's a ghost, though. Shut it, Henry. Shush. Indicates mystery solved. For now, at least. Oh no, I think I have to go now. I didn't realize I missed multiple messages earlier because of so engrossed in your story. Sorry to rush off. I'll see you all again next time. Sure, safe trip. Nice seeing you again, Henry. Take care. Man, I am so hungry right now. Y'all don't even know. Let me move over there. Man, the size difference is huge. You know, all that talking made me thirsty. You want anything? I'm good. Then one espresso for me, please. Oh, that's just coffee, right? I was going to remember to give him the contact info. Espresso! All right, here we go. Serve it. What is it? It's Miss Fiona's number. She asked me to give it to you. She says she can help you find someone if you need it. Or if you need information from her. I see. Well, I'm sure it'll come in handy. Thank you. Here's the espresso, officer. Thanks. Great as always. So, what's next, officer? What's your plan after this? Other than talking to him, guess I'll focus on the rumors. Word is getting around the cause of being messed up there. It's kind of expected though, isn't it? Kind of expected though, isn't it? There's no point in adding the citizen's worries when the case is pretty much over. And I don't want bad press to paint over the area's history. You're right. Something like rumors without being stopped, they'll just spiral out of control. I have a question for you though. Which do you prefer, wild rumors or bad press? That's a tough one. It's a limit to what wild rumors can become or how far they'll go. But the press can shape a story to report and many will believe it is truth. Both are worrying in their own ways. Fair point. What if we combine them? Rumor, truth, and press. we somehow combine them, then I think I have a plan. Crazy one, but a plan nonetheless. Maybe y'all can also add to it. Oh? Sure. It'll take a little while to explain, though. Alright. I'll be here all night. I got time. Alright, then. Basic sounds, so this is going to be a doozy. Wait, is that the end of it? Oh shit, it is! All right. Well, I am way too hungry to do another day. I'm legit I just got food on the rise, on the mind. This is not helping. So we'll come back. It's funny because I just read an article about this. All right, hold on. Let's save. And yeah, let's switch back over. Damn. My goodness. This game is so good though, seriously. But yeah, thank you all again for stopping by. Let's see who is on. I mean, we might just close without rating, to be honest. Yeah, we'll just close without rating. So yeah, thanks again, thank all y'all for watching. Thank y'all for joining me. We're turning this off now. It's enough of the auto-tune. Yeah, so let me take a sip of my tea here, and I just spilled some on myself. Again, thank y'all for watching, and I hope y'all have a wonderful, wonderful night, whatever you're getting up to. If you're going to bed, get you some good sleeps. If not, I hope that everything goes well for you tonight, this wonderful, wonderful night. It was wonderful Saturday, well, Sunday morning now, technically. And yeah, I wish you all the best. Make sure you take care of yourself. Stay safe out there. I don't know if I'll be back on Thursday. I've pretty much completely erased my stream schedule from my Twitch. I don't know if I'll be able to stream on Thursdays anymore just because I just get so worn out from work. But I'll try to come back Saturday. I want to wrap up Coffee Talk before the end of the year. And if I don't do it by this week or the week after, it's not happening. So, yeah, like I said, thank you all so much for watching and for stopping by. We'll go ahead and run the stream tonight, call tonight. I'm going to get me some food because I am hungry as fuck. You have no idea. I am so hungry right now. And yeah, like I said, have a wonderful night. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves. And I will see y'all next time.